So darling Nikki. Where do we begin? Where do we start? I think Kristen Welker would probably be the best to give a good synopsis of everything that happened, right? Kristen, oh please, Kristen. Let's share what she had to say. She just laid it all out, you know. Let's just look at all the keywords that she says here. Kristen, take it away.
Trump delivering a crushing blow to Haley in her home state on Saturday, trouncing her by nearly 20 points with nearly 60% of the vote. The former president dominating nearly every key group in the South Carolina Republican primary electorate, according to NBC News exit poll results. Trump now setting his sights squarely on the general election.
Let's do that over again.
Trump delivering a crushing blow to Haley in her home state on Saturday, trouncing her by nearly 20 points with nearly 60% of the vote. The former president dominating nearly every key group in the South Carolina Republican primary electorate, according to NBC News exit poll results. Trump now setting his sights squarely on the general election.
Damn, Kristen. Why you gotta do her like that? Jeez Louise, like, good God. Why don't we use other words to describe how Nikki Haley got destroyed? She got destroyed, crushed, trounced, dominated. Holy crap. What is that bad? Woo, Lord. You know, it kind of reminds me of that gif of what's his name? Of Joe Rogan when he's commentating for a fight and he's like, I'm just like, what in the hell? But we called this, didn't we? This was called. It was called by RBN. It was called by Harlins, Due Dissidents. Pretty sure it was called by pretty much all of us commentators, especially those of us on the left. But it seems like Nikki didn't want to hear it. By the way, just to let you guys know, Nikki Haley was the governor. She's the former governor of South Carolina, and she couldn't win her own state. Yikes. It's embarrassing. But they told her, everybody was telling her, ma'am, you are not going to win. But what did she do last week? Right? I know Savvy covered it. What did she do last week? I have an announcement to make. I'm not dropping out. Ma'am. That actually would have been the smarter thing to do. Let's go just a little bit deeper. Oh man. Because everybody was talking about it yesterday. And it's not like they had to wait till the polls completely closed. They didn't need to. Let's take a look.
The decision desk that we can make the call now. And we will project that Donald Trump will win the South Carolina Republican primary. Now, you are going to be on the alert when I say that, because it's all about the margin, and we will talk about the numbers when we come in So Chris Stirewalt, just to start this off tonight, we expect him to win. Every poll suggested he would, but that's really just like a fraction of the story, right?
Right. I like that duh alert. We may need a lot of duh alerting.
It'll be on the screen on the bottom.
We may need a lot of duh alerting in the 2024 cycle. The story for Donald Trump is in politics, it's not how well you do, it's how well you do compared to expectations. And Donald Trump is not good about managing expectations. So he's come into this saying, we're going to brutalize them. We're going to myrtleize them. We're going to win everything. It's going to be massive. So that's a way in which you could win a super majority of the vote. You could win 55, 60% of the vote and still not have it feel like the kind of resounding victory it would have been in other cases. And the number one thing I'm watching tonight, 1st Congressional District, it is Nikki Haley's one and only chance to snatch just 3 delegates. That would be a huge moral victory for her if in the final tabulations in that 1st Congressional District around Charleston, she can pocket 3 delegates. It would be a big symbolic win.
This is one of the states where you can still win a percentage, right?
Right.
Trump, the administration changed a lot of the rules, so it's winner take all.
But why
Trump's team worked hard on that, and that's Nancy Mace's district.
Oh, yeah.
Congressional district.
I was just going to ask, which district does it explain why we think that Haley has a chance of winning?
These are the coastal elites. And in South Carolina, you have the coastal area in Charleston and around Charleston is not as rabidly Republican. It's not as MAGA, and it's contrasted with the upstate where folks are very MAGA, much more working class. You look at, and I know we're going to go through this tonight, but lots of division on who's got a college degree, who doesn't have a college degree, what's your household income, and we'll see all of that play out, which has huge implications for the general election.
Yeah.
So, as far as people like Nikki Haley goes, she had no chance. I'm going to show you why. They like Donald Trump in South Carolina. They really, really like Donald Trump in South Carolina. Let's take a look. South Carolina primary results. Donald Trump got 59.8% of the votes. Nikki Haley got 39.5%. That's a 20-point lead. I can see if it was like maybe 10 points. But nah, she got destroyed. You see, the reason why I say that is because even if she lost in her own state, she could at least gotten closer. At least. But no. And this makes me wonder because the Florida primary is next month. I live in Florida. And because DeSantis basically exited stage left or stage right, you know, however you want to interpret it, I feel like somebody like Ron DeSantis would have done just as bad as Nikki Haley in Florida. Because I think they really like Trump in Florida. Ron DeSantis is a great value Donald Trump. You know, it's kind of like the store brand Fruit Loops, like the Fruit O's, right? It's not the Fruit Loops, it's the Fruit O's. And you can taste the difference. Like, it's just an imitation, right? So people see it's like, DeSantis, he says a lot of right things, and and culture-wise, he's done some of the right things that they want on right, but it's not the same. It's like getting the cheap ass fudgesicle that's in the back of the freezer. When meanwhile, you have the ice cream man coming down the street and he has the strawberry shortcake, and all you need is $2. Back in my day, it was $1.25. But it's whatever. By the way, strawberry shortcake is actually one of my favorite ice creams. Just to let y'all know. Anyway, so it's like, which one do you choose from? Boy. So I feel like Ron DeSantis will probably maybe eke out a little bit better than Nikki Haley did. Maybe, but I think they're going to do about the same performance. Donald Trump is going to dominate Florida. So, yeah, it really happened. And do I hate to say I told you so? No, I love saying it. We told y'all so. Nikki, we told you so. Why are you still running? What? Let me do it in my best African accent. Why are you still running? It doesn't make no sense. Why are you still running? It does. You need to sit down. That's what you need to do. Just have a seat. I beg. Why you go? Why you keep going? It don't make no sense. Anyway. So that's what happened. hate to be her. But let me ask you guys a question. I meant to do this as a poll and I completely forgot to put it in. But do you think that Nikki Haley has a chance in being in a Trump cabinet after this? Because we all know that she's going to have to drop out. She's not going to win. Do you think that she has a chance of being in the Trump cabinet? And if you do think that she has a chance of being in the Trump cabinet, what cabinet position do you think she would go for? I personally think that she has no chance. He don't like her. And I think I said this to somebody before. If Trump were to pick somebody, it might be like a Vivek Ramaswamy or some unknown. But I feel like Trump is going to pick somebody of color because he feels like now he has the gateway, because the people of color, the black and brown people, you know, who are now increasing their votes for him. It's like, well, we actually do have appeal with some people who are black and brown. Like the black vote is increasing within the Republican Party. So why not use identity politics to appeal to them? I mean, isn't Trump the same? Gosh, I really want to say that insult, but I'm trying to keep it PG. But isn't Trump the same one that just came out with some sneakers that are $400 to appeal to black people? This just lets you know that Trump is not above identity politics either. So when people talk about, oh my God, the left, they're so involved in identity politics. Trump came out with sneakers to try to appeal to us. To us. Are you kidding me right now?